Hey, it's Kevin. Welcome to another episode of the Road Warrior video blog. I don't know about where you're at, of course, because I don't know exactly when you're watching or who's watching or anything like that all the time. I don't know what kind of weather you've had. You know, here we are. We've entered when I'm recording this, the first week of summer of 2014. And spring was just a scorcher in Middle Tennessee. We had a couple of weeks, and especially in the first 3 weeks of June as we were leading up to summer, it was near 90 degrees every day. It was horrible humidity. It was just, it was nasty. And, well, thank goodness I've got the new vehicle to do the Road Warrior video blogs because, I said, air conditioning doesn't work in one, in the other. I still needed a muffler, and so it wasn't working. I didn't have many options left. I'm sure I could have used the Mustang, but of course, with that being in the shop now, that changed everything. So it's been a weird summer, but weather-wise, it's also been weird. Forgive me as I try to merge over here. And I'm going in a separate tangent here, but have you noticed recently, and again, it's one of those things I've noticed in the last few years, people want to sit in your blind spot while you're driving all the time? Drives me bonkers. Anyway, I'll talk about that at another point. But the weather has just been so weird this year. We had such a wet, not necessarily snowy winter, but had a very wet winter. Had a very, just a weird up and down winter. There were some weeks where it was warmer than normal, some weeks where it was colder than normal. It was just a brutal winter in Middle Tennessee. And, I know up at my house in Ohio, we had tons of snow up there. They had some brutal rainstorms in the spring. I don't care whether you believe in global warming or climate change or whatever you want to call it. It's just been a weird start to the year 2014. And here we are. It's just, now the first week of summer. I can't even imagine what our July, August, and early September are going to be like. Although, as weird as it's been, we could see 70s and 80s throughout the month of August this year for the first time ever. You can't ever really prepare for it. But it's been really tough. Because number one, I don't, because I work out of my home, I don't always control when I get to leave the office or the house, if you will. I don't have to get up every morning and go to an office and then come home at the night. So I don't pay as close of attention to the weather as a lot of other people. Yeah, I pay attention to it when I've got to go out and do something, but I don't necessarily get to control the days of the week I get to go do something. So it makes it kind of tough. And sometimes, I'll be honest with you, I don't even just prepare. I know I'm going to throw on a pair of jeans and a short sleeve shirt, but I'm not prepared for necessarily how hot it's going to be, or if I've got to stand outside for a long period of time. Dealt with that a couple of weeks ago at the annual Country Music Fest, where I had a few events to attend, but luckily they were all indoors. But to park, you have to walk through downtown, and when you're as big as I am and as fat as I am and just as lazy and tired as I am, it's not fun. Again, it's been a weird little spring, and it's been a hot spring. Luckily today, recording these things, I made sure to look for kind of an overcast day, kind of a cloudy day, just to hope to keep the temperatures down a little bit. Went late afternoon to keep the temperatures down a little bit as well. It makes for better video viewing. I've got to watch the sun. See, I really try to kind of think of this as a recording studio, try to make it a little bit easier to watch. Although I guess really you can just stick your headphones in and pop it up on wherever you're seeing it, on the website or on YouTube, and not really have to watch, because really what's magically interesting about a guy driving down the road talking to you? Another Road Warrior video blog, but please come back next week. kevinmason.us, that's the Road Warrior site. We also put the videos up on YouTube. Kevin Mason Music, that's my username there. You can catch them, get subscribed. That's the easiest way to find out, because usually we pop them out a brand new one every Sunday, midday, 11:30, 12:30 in the afternoon, Central Time. But if you want to make sure you don't miss a second, so you can be the first one around the water cooler, tell all your friends, like anybody really talks about these other than me. kevinmason.us, Kevin Mason Music on YouTube. We'll see you next week.